Heyo. Sorry, give me a second. There we go. Super hectic today. Running a little late here. Just a minute. Okay, that's all good. Let's try this again. Trying to get some things set up here so we can test out what it's like when multiple players are joined in the game. Giving me issues today. Greg the Wiz, what up, my friend? How we doing? Very cool. Sorry, I'm just trying to get things set up here. I think we're okay. Yeah, I think we're good. All right. So, let's see. Where did we leave off last week? We were working on item drop system. Working more on the client side, getting it to respond to events. And I believe there was something I said I was going to do research on. I totally didn't. So, we're just going to have to trudge through it today. See if we get anywhere with it. Even if we don't find a solution today, at least like playing around with it will help me understand it more. But before I do that, actually probably at the same time as I'm doing that, I want to see what the game does right now in the state that it's in when multiple players join, because that's not something I've tested yet, other than I guess I did test it back when I was first creating the character customization thing, but since the item drop thing has happened, I have not tried that. So I'm sure there's gonna be bugs. Gonna play around with it more. Hopefully find a solution. So let's switch over here. There we go. Let's see. Good luck with the bugs. Thanks. Bugs are in the butt. Well, not always, I guess. If it's simple as like a syntax error, usually your development environment will tell you that. And if it's like a web-based error, you know, you'll usually get an error code saying what the error is. The real issue is when you're having like a logical error in your game, right? Like you get something, either a behavior is happening that you didn't want, or something's not happening that you wanted to happen, or you were intending to happen, and it just doesn't, but it doesn't say anything's going wrong. Those are the worst. But, time being, I don't really know what the bugs are, so that's what we gotta figure out. So, Let me make sure all my stuff is running here. Sorry, just pull that off because trying to make sure I don't give away my IP address because that's what I'm running on right now. It's my local server. Yeah, that's all good. All right, move that back over. Back in here. Don't need you right now. All right, let's go ahead, go to our main menu, and let's try and play this game with multiple players, as it's intended. Alright, so pull this in so it's the right dimensions. Let me pull up my phone view, right? Actually, why isn't that showing? It's there. Hello? Come on, OBS, work with me today. I know I didn't have a lot of time to check, make sure things that were working today, but I'd really appreciate it if you just recognize the window. Alright. One moment. Alright. You're gonna have to see some behind the scenes stuff, I think. Just because I gotta figure out what's going on. Give me just a second. Fixed it. Just... alright. Anyway. Now you can see my phone screen. I also have my laptop here, so I can input a second player. It's not meant to be played on a laptop, but just for testing purposes, we're gonna do that. Ah, shoot. I just did that. Go back. There we go. Okay. So, I will connect with my phone first because I know that I have some like touch input events happening, and so the first player that joins, meaning the leader, I want that to be on my phone so I know it works right. So make this character Sid. I have brown hair. I'm pasty white. Where's the whitest character on here? Probably that one. Let's see, what am I feeling today? That one's not bad, but I don't like the color purple. We'll go with red today. I really wish those gloves didn't have the blue on them. Otherwise they'd be perfect. We'll go with those ones. Alright. First character's in. Sweet. Let me add my second character in. Greg DeWiz, since you're here, what should I name this character? Who should be the second character that runs alongside Sid through the forest? Any suggestions from anyone in chat? Alright, well, I do have this name saved from the last time I entered, or I asked chat to enter a name. They suggested Steven with a PH. Like this? No. It was... yeah. That's what it was. Thought that was pretty good. So, I know you can't see my laptop screen, but it looks like it's working right. It says wait for the leader to start the game, so it's registered that this is the second player to join, so they are not the leader, which is good. And on my phone screen, as you can see, it says you are the group leader. So, everything's working right so far. No bugs yet. Now let's start. So everybody's screen is updated to what you see. These two characters are walking down through the forest. And I don't know why the blue hair on the second character It's so bright in the forest, but it's supposed to be like a darker blue. Kind of interesting. Anyway, enemy pops up. We come to a mini game. We simulate the mini game ending. Guys, players take damage, and an item dropped. It says roll for it, right? Get the mid-tier helmet. So Teven is gonna say pass. So if Teven's gonna get a 0, I'm gonna say roll, and I got an 81. Meaning Sid gets the item, right? That all looks good. And timer stops at 0. Good. And I think that's as far as we got last time. So at this point, we want it to what word I'm looking for. We want the game to determine who has the highest number and then assign that item to that player. Right? Am I right about that? Or am I wrong? I think I'm right. We're gonna go with I'm right. Not something I would do often, but in this case, that's what we're doing. So while I do this, send this guy back to the menu. And same thing with this guy. Okay. Stop this. Alright, so that all looks pretty good. Yeah, now we need a way to determine who gets the item. So we gotta do that in Unreal first, because Unreal is the one that has the numbers, right? And so it'll take all those numbers and find the largest one, find the player associated with the largest one, and then send a message back to the client to say, hey, you got the item, add it to your inventory. Sounds nice and simple when I explain it like that, right? Not going to be that simple. I know it. So let's see. We need to go for forest. We'll probably need the level blueprint for something. So let's open up the level. Just open that up now. I gotta figure out where the item drop timer is happening. This is just camera movement stuff in here, so I think that's fine. Here, let's go to our group, maybe? Yes. Yes, here it is. Get highest roll. We already started this. Cool. So, make sure our logic is right. So we loop through all the players, right? And we check if that player's roll value, which is the number that appears on screen, if that is greater than our temp high variable, which is initially set to -1, I think. Yes. So if it's higher than that, which the first time this runs it, that is going to be true, because even if they roll a 0, it's still higher than -1. So it sets the temp high to that, and it sets the player's ID to the temp highest player. And so it's just going to repeat that through all players, and then when it's done, this value will be the highest number, and this value will be the ID of the player with the highest number. So, this is where we get to here. Oh, so now we need to run a check to make sure that at least one person rolled, right? So if everyone passes, right, everyone gets a 0, that just means the item's lost, right? Like no one gets it. No one wanted it. Everyone rolled the same number. No one gets it. Otherwise, take the temp high, whoever got the highest roll, and give that item to them. So when the item's lost, really all we gotta do is take down the UI, tell the group to keep moving, right? Nothing changes on the client side. So let's do that first, I guess. I feel like that would be easier, because that's all done in Unreal. But let me think here. Oh, this is so messy. Okay, so we have a resume movement, right? Trying to think of how this is going to happen. So we want this to run, right? We probably want to make this its own event, right? Make a custom. That's the real issue that I have. I try to make these super linear tracks. I need to make it more modular. We'll call this. We'll just call this continue game. Put that in here because this starts the enemy spawn timer, so that the next enemy will spawn, and then it resumes their movement. So here, instead of plugging straight into there, we can just say continue game. Ooh, sorry. I don't know if you can hear that. I've been told when I'm in Discord with my buddies that they can hear my phone vibrating on my desk through my mic, which I don't get because my mic makes my voice sound super low. I know that. And it's supposed to be really directional. Like, I've tested it out. Like, rolling it a certain way makes me sound even quieter, but it just decides to pick up every little noise in my room too. So I am sorry for that if you did hear it. Anyway, so we set that up. Now we need to call this, right? Yeah, I think. So we just say, wait, what is it that sets the, where is it? Timer end? Yeah, that's where the highest roll thing happens. Is this where item dropped? Yeah. Then we set item to false. And then set the visibility of that to hidden, right? And then display roll numbers to invisible. Yes. Okay. Okay. So where did we get this? Here? Yeah. So if we say true, we say, oh shit, we need HUD-ref, right? We say set, or no, we need to get item drop, set hidden, or set visibility, sorry. Set visibility to hidden. Yes. Okay, so that takes away the spinning icon of the item, right? If we do that, then we need to remove the roll numbers. Let me remember how I did that. Where was it? Oh, there's too much here. Nope, not there. Right here. This. Display roll numbers. Yes. Okay. Display. Nope. Display roll numbers to visible false. That should fix that. And then from here, we should just be able to say continue game. Maybe add a small delay here. Maybe I can't do it from there, but oh, it's because this isn't a function. I can't do a delay. Yeah, can't do any timed events in a function. So delays, timelines, things like that should be fine still. But let's save everything. Close out of this and go back to our main menu and try again. Here, nope, wrong thing. There we go. Back here, press play. Zoom in so you all can see. I don't know, should I move it here so you can see the whole side of it, I guess? It's not in the way. I don't know. Yeah. Alright. Any suggestions for names this time around? Please let me know. If you want to see the name in my game here. Sure, that's fine. Here's Sid. I'm just going to keep going with the names I've been choosing. Steven and Sid. I'm the group leader. I start. Here we go. Out of the way here. Walking down. So I need to test if they both pass. Does the game just keep going? Here. I take damage. And an item dropped. It's the high tier helmet this time. Hell yeah. Alright. Gonna pass here. Gonna pass on this item. They both passed. And once the timer ends, oh. That's not what I wanted. Well, okay, so something does happen, I guess. But a new... Alright, there's our first bug. And it's the logical one. Yeah, now there's just no enemy. And nothing happens, they're just stuck here. There's probably gonna be errors. No, there were not errors. Huh. Okay. Alrighty then. Go back here. Send you back. Oh yeah. I really wish I could just do something to test so I don't have to keep running back to the main menu, but like I do have a test group, I guess. But I can't give any inputs for them through my phone. So let's see. So I know what's happening. It's that when I say continue movement, it still has those variables saved, like in the save state, like before they transition to a minigame. Those are still saved to the very beginning of the track, which is why they're teleported all the way back. So we need to save those again when the item drops, I guess. I don't know. I need to look back into that logic. That would be probably in the group. So let's go back here. No, I don't want that. Let's see, where's stuff saved at? I really need to label this stuff. Hang on. Just putting that here so that I can see it. Makes things a little more readable. I really should do this with everything, actually. Up here, going around you. On players. Let's move this whole thing up. That's the other nice thing about comments, is you can move the entire section that is commented. Item, drop, timer, end. All that. A little bit better. I gotta split this up more before I try and comment this stuff out. This is just a mess. Let's see. Player array. Right, so it's doing this, and then there's something that's supposed to be happening here. Did I disconnect something? Let's see. This is setting the new time, then it needs to continue game. Yeah, that might be my issue. So yeah, because this is saying get the level data object if the timeline time does not equal 0, meaning it's not at the very beginning, then set the new time and then continue game. That might be all I need, actually. But I gotta check, make sure this variable is saved in the level data object whenever... Well, it should be, because the item drop happens after they come back from the minigame. Aw. So... Shit. We need to make this its own thing. I'll say update level state. And here we can say update, oops, update level state. Just like that. That way, this whole section now, see if I can do this. This whole section now is completely separated from the rest, and it can move this way. Very cool. So now, instead of get highest roll, instead of saying continue game, say update level state. I think. Right now. No, because update level state's happening on begin play. Right? So maybe this is just continue movement. Or continue game. But then back in here, we can't just immediately continue game from update level state. So maybe just get rid of that. Maybe we don't need that. So then here we say, or no, we don't. We just say continue game. Whereas here, no, here, trying to think about too much in my head. So look at this conditional here. So our level data object, which is what saves the certain variables for our level state, right? So that they're not spawning back at the beginning of the track every time, right? They spawn back where they were before they went to the minigame. It's saying if there's not an item and the timeline is not equal to 0, meaning they're not at the very beginning, then continue game. If that's false, meaning either there is an item or timeline is not 0, then update level state. I feel like there should be two separate branches here. That's what my issue is. So instead of having an and here, so we'll say if not item, right? So if an item did not drop, meaning then continue game. If false, do another branch. Check if that's equal to 0. If that's true, right? No. If that's false, update level state and continue game. Do nothing. Maybe. We won't know until we try. Alright, test number 3 of the night. Alright. I'll tell you name suggestions. If you want any of the characters that I'm testing with to be a name of your request, let me know. Of course, you know, I get to pick whether I choose your name or not, right? So don't give me some name that's going to get me banned from Twitch, but, you know. Alright, let's change it up. See, let's use the red hair. Let's do red hair. Slight more tan, yeah. Go with that. Give him the green body. Those gloves go pretty well. Do that. Sure. Group leader. Alright. My other guy here on my laptop that you can't see. He's just going to be the basic Naruto character. His name's Fativan, or Steven with a PH. Thanks to Penguin's Win for that name. Yeah, there's our characters. Walking through the forest. Alright, moment of truth here. Okay. All good there. Uh-oh, nope. We're moving again. Oh no, oh no! It's all breaking. Stop. Wow, okay. That's not what I want. Man, we got another good drop too. I need to change something about that. I said the drops are completely random, but I'm getting a lot of high tier stuff. Hang on. Okay. Alright. Let's go back. No, this one. Okay, back to our group. So, let me see, where am I going wrong in my logic? First thing is I'm making spaghetti code here. That's not okay. There we go. Alright. So, first thing, if not item. So if there's no item drop, then continue the game, right? I'm wondering if that is being called before item is set here. Because item dropped event, I don't know where that's called. I think that's called on the enemy spawn. But I'm wondering if this needs to be... No, it can't be that one. Maybe we have this check first. Do that. That one. Put this one over here. Alright, so this up. If our timeline time is set to 0, meaning they were starting the game for the first time. So if that's true, then we just want to do nothing. Right? Because that just means game starting, just start walking, you know? Otherwise, or yeah, I guess if it's the first time, there won't be an item, so we don't have to check that first. Otherwise, if there's an item, then we want to, if there's not an item, I guess we should say update level state and continue game. Otherwise, Meaning, if there is an item, we should just update level state. Right? Get this out of here. Because if there's an item, then continue game is getting called here. Yes? Yes? Makes sense to anyone? Makes sense to me. Oh, I pressed play here. I shouldn't have pressed play here. I gotta go back to the main menu. Oy. Here. Go back to my menu. We're just gonna make them both the default character. It's fine. There we go. 2 Narutos. Start the game. Why aren't you... Uh-huh. Now you're not moving. Why aren't you moving? Do I have to put continue game? I guess I have to put continue game, don't I? Oh, Jesus. Alright. I have to put continue game here. Look at this. Let's do it again. Alright, our boys are in. Let's go. Alright, we're moving. That was our issue before. Okay, grunt spawns. Looking good. Oh, that's not right. Shit. Why do they start moving? Is it because I have that continue there? I don't understand. I got the high tier boots again too. What the hell? Oh, what's wrong with my DevTools thing? It's not showing any images. Well, it is because it's showing the boots icon, but it's not showing the actual image of the high tier boots. But it is on my phone and on my laptop. Weird. Anyway, shit. So we need this to occur the first time. Yes. I feel like we should just call this anyway before this happens, right? Because if there's nothing to update the level state with, it doesn't matter, right? Maybe that would make things easier. Actually, let me, before I go deleting things, let's just do not continue game. We want to update level state. We want to update level state. And keep that out of there. Then we branch saying if item, then take you up, take you up. If there's not an item, then continue game, otherwise don't. Because continue game is called once the item drop event is done. Ah shit, I did that again. You stay here just in case this doesn't work. Let's see. I gotta go back. Nope, not that one. That one. Let's go. Got our 2 players walking down the woods. They start walking, so that's good, right? Enemy pops up. We continue. They're walking again. And then they go back, and then the item drops. Ah, damn it. Alright, so this is getting called because item is not set yet. Right? Item is not set yet, meaning this needs to be longer. I think. Such a tedious thing to do. Okay, my boys are there. Try this again. Such a weird setup I have. Alright, grunt spawns. Minigame, come back. They're still walking. Hello! Things are falling off my desk. Hold on. You stay there. Why are things... Ah! So when they come back, they're immediately continuing the game. Why is that? Oh, because continue game is play from start. Uh-huh. That's my issue. I mean, like, shit. So, let's rename this to start game. And then if if false, I guess start right now. If there's not an item, then start game. If there is an item, shit. We don't want this. Right? So then highest roll, we say instead of start game, we say update level state. And then resume movement. Right? Well, because this is happening too late, is what's happening. So this isn't getting set. So maybe we should set this before they go to the minigame. Like determine whether an item drops before the minigame goes and then save that to the level state so that when they come back it's already set. Ugh. Yeah, it does that. This is messy. Very, very messy. What time are we at? Almost 8 o'clock? Alright. Kind of feeling a shorter stream tonight. I'm thinking like go to like 8:30. I keep looking this way. Webcam is right there. Thinking we go to like 8:30. And then just call it good from there. Yeah, it's just been a long week. I want to get some sleep. Hope you don't mind. Anyway, we need to set something so that we need to set that an item drops before they go to the thing, before they go to the minigame. We need to do that in the enemy spawn because that's where the item drop thing happens anyway. So we go here, where is it? Enemies. Nope, enemy spawn, this one. So, call item dropped, right? This is after call update player health. So, they spawn next enemy. I'm thinking that put that up here and instead have we'll need to save that in the level state. Let me go find that. Here? No. Really need to organize this better too. Level data object. Here we go. Any timeline. There we go. So we set item dropped. Question mark. Actually, that is set to false. That is what we want. So, then we want from here say get the game instance, get the, or do we get the game instance? How do we get this level data object? Let me go back to my group here. Not there, here. From the game mode. Okay, that's good. We already have that. We get game mode. Get the level data object. They get item dropped. Put it here. If that is true, all item dropped. Then here's where we're going to set that. So right off here, we say branch. If we do this, do for all three. We can do chance item dropped. If it returns true, meaning an item does drop, then we want to get our game mode. Set item. Nope. What? Oh, get level data object first. And then set item dropped. Yes. If it's true, set item drop to true. Otherwise, set it to false. Should be as simple as that. Again, sounds real simple in concept, but we'll just have to test and see if it actually works. So I think that's fine. Well, see, because that's not gonna change it here, right? Because it's gonna call item dropped here after they come back, and then that variable is still gonna be set too late. Oh, God. Okay, so when item drop is called, we don't want to have... Like, we just want to say... Like, not this. Set current item, that's fine. Let's say... Delay that. Want item drop to our connection manager, that just connects to the... What, the item drop box? Like, so it puts the item inside of the display port so that it pops up the correct item on screen, right? Yeah, all the rest of that is fine to happen then, but we need to set item elsewhere. We'll add another custom event, I guess, and then we'll say, I don't know, at next item drop. And then we'll give this an input of a boolean saying item dropped, and we'll plug that right into there. Then we can go back to our enemy spawn and say how do we do this? We say get parent actor, because this enemy spawn is attached to the group. So we could say get owner, I guess, or get parent actor. Yeah. Well, cast to group. Don't want to do this on spawn next enemy. I want to do this like event begin play. Yes. So that I only have to do this once and then I have a reference to it. Just better for efficiency. We're just gonna call that group. That way we have it. We'll add a print string here in case it fails. I'll say failed to get enemy on parent. Yeah, that should be fine. Then from here, then we can just grab our group variable here and say, what do we say? Set next item drop. Yes. Set it to this. Do the same thing up here. That should do it. Should. Well, let's find out. Down again. Alright. Set up some things again. Set up our game. Fine. There we go. Start the game. Come on. Please. Okay. No. And they go back. Why? Why is that happening? I wonder. Because it's saving the level state. But like, why? Why are you getting called twice? Not this. But this. Why is this getting called... Where is it? This. Right here. Getting called twice. That doesn't make any sense to me. So this happens at event begin play. Yes. Yes. From event begin play. So this happens every time we come back to the level. Right? So it does that. But it should only be calling this if item is false. Which I guess we can just remove this not. And then change this to here, just so it's easier to understand. So if not item, right? So... Oh, you know what? It's because this is being set right here. That's the issue, yeah. We don't want that there. Instead, we want that to be on this event begin play here. Right? Pull this back, and then we say set next item drop. Unreal's doing that stupid shit again. We want to get our game mode. Say get level data object. And then we say get what do we call it? Item dropped? Get item dropped. Set it to that. Now it should be set properly. Let's hope. There's my boy. Let's add in Fativen. There he is. Let's go. Please. Pretty please. Still happening. Ah! Why are you still happening? Oh, we got an error that time. Access not trying to read property level. Shit. Event test group. Shit. Okay. So we got an error that time that this just wasn't reading. So maybe this just needs to be called later. Like past here, like right before here. Right? Because what does this do? This is updating player health, yeah? Yeah. Oh, you know what? That might be why. So... Oh god, yeah, that's why. Then call this. Oh, was that the whole thing? Was that the reason why? Hold up. Oh, I swear. Oh, I swear. That's what it is. I'm gonna be angry. Please don't be it. Please don't be the reason I fucked up. Try this again. Give me just a minute. There he is. Let's go. Ah, please. Just work. If I'm dumb, I'm dumb. I mean, I know I'm dumb, but please just work. Well, that doesn't work. And they're gonna stop. Well, at least a new new enemy pops up. Hey Pixel 3, what up? How's it going? Just trying to figure out where I'm going wrong here. Trying to solve a logical error. Why did it take me here? Did I get another error? I don't see any errors. Okay. Wait, there is a button there saying errors happened, but they're just... Ugh. Unreal's doing the thing. Hang on. Save everything. Unreal does this weird thing when I'm streaming for whatever reason. It just doesn't like to pop up things. Like, you can see it, because I can see it in OBS right here, right? The settings popped up, or drop down is all here, but I don't see that in my editor, right? It's just bugging out. So, give me just a moment. Let me fix some things. And by this I mean restart Unreal. In the meantime, what games we've been playing? I've been playing quite a bit of Sea of Thieves lately. Also, a little bit of Kerbal Space Program. I really like both those games. I've been getting a lot more into the PvP of Sea of Thieves. For the longest time I wasn't into that, just because I'm not really into PvP of any kind. But I really feel like that's like where the enjoyable part of Sea of Thieves is battling other ships. It's really like discouraging when someone else sinks you and takes all your loot. But that's just part of the game. Like, I don't think it's something people should be getting mad about. You play things for work. Are you a playtester? Is that what I understand? It'd be sweet if that's the case. I don't know. I feel like that might kind of take the fun out of stuff, but... Oh, okay. That's cool, though. Alright. Is everything working again? Maybe? I know OBS hates when I open Unreal. Like, my frames just die. And I'm sure you can probably notice that. But I have a 2070 as my graphics card. I've got a pretty nice custom built PC, I think, but it still just doesn't like streaming Unreal. Anyway, let's go back. Okay, let's try this again. God, I can't even remember where we were. I need... Oh, first thing, actually. Doing game capture, display capture. I do display capture. Game capture seems so finicky to me. Like, because it captures, like, one application. Whereas if, like, I open up a blueprint editor for Unreal or any other window other than the viewport, it doesn't capture that. But I don't know. Does a game capture work better for Unreal? I'm pretty new to streaming, if you couldn't tell. I started streaming back at the beginning of this year, and I've just told myself that I'm going to stream every Sunday while I work on games. Yeah, maybe I'll have to look into that, see if there's something I can do with it. But anyway, I need to go to back here, open up my group again. I'm getting something very wrong with my logic here. It's calling this node twice. Yeah, honestly, maybe. I have been thinking about that, like what I can do to improve my stream. Would like to get a green screen too, because having to take up a whole corner of the view with my room is, I don't know, not ideal. But I know people want to see my face for some reason whenever I stream. They don't want to just hear my voice. Yeah, this is getting called twice, and I don't know why. So that's calling resume movement. It's because this is getting set, or this isn't getting set. That's what it is. Personally, not a fan of green screens. Just use a mask. Yeah, I tried a mask when I first started streaming back in January, and maybe it was just the mask that I found because OBS doesn't have one like built in. I found a mask like plugin, and that just like killed my CPU. It immediately put it to 100% anytime I tried to use it. So I ended up not using that anymore. Let's see. So yeah, the issue I'm having is this variable is not being set to true whenever an item drops, which it's supposed to be doing right here. But then when it checks it, it still reads it as false, so this gets called. And I don't want this to get called when an item drops because it has this timeline then run twice, which causes my players to teleport a little bit. At least I think that's what's happening. It's really hard to find the true source of a logical error. I don't know what else to do about this because I have this set in my level state. And like I have this variable being set before they go to the minigame, which is like before the level changes. And so that it's set as soon as they come back. It should already be set, but it's just not being read. Breakpoint it when the custom event is fired. I do not really use breakpoints a whole lot, at least not in Unreal. I do in my job because I'm a software developer. But how do I actually add a breakpoint? Can I just... Oh, there it is. Add breakpoint. That's how you do it. Yep. Okay. Let's see. So I want to add a breakpoint here. I know where you're setting it to do that. Oh, you mean, okay. So I guess I want a breakpoint here because I want to see if my theory is correct. I want to see if this value is what I think it is. Right? Or should I put it here? Okay. I'll try it here. Never actually worked with these in Unreal before. We'll see. Alright. Let's go back to our main menu. Pull this up so you can see it. And refresh my phone screen. That's what you're seeing on the right side is what's on my phone here. And I also have a second set up on my laptop right here so that I can have 2 players. Because this is supposed to be like a local multiplayer game. Why are you so laggy? There you go. Any suggestions for what the second player should be named? I'm just naming the first player Sid, because that's my name. Boshi. Like Yoshi, but with a B? Is that how you pronounce that? Alright, I'm gonna give you some random character customizations just so you're not the same player model as me. I'm gonna give you a kind of a red color scheme, like red and gray. That works. There you are. Now if we start... Oh. It gets called immediately. Hang on. So... Yeah, that's supposed to happen the first time, because it's happening on event begin play. But initially it should be set to false. Right, because an item doesn't drop right when the game starts. Let's see. Resume. Okay, so they're walking down the path. They should stop eventually. An enemy will spawn. Okay, got an archer. I don't have a minigame, so we just have an insert minigame here. Alright, so now it gets called again. This is where we want to look. So... current value is false. Okay. Why, though? Why is it false? Okay. That's at least helpful. I know that my theory is correct. Let me go back into this event. This sets item, yeah, which is what we're checking. Or step into. Oh, whoops. I'll do that next time. Remind me. Okay, so this is being set to false here. So then hang on. This is getting called up here? No, this is getting called in the enemy spawn, because that's where the whole item roll or item drop like chance happens. This thing. Right, so chance item drop happens. It saves item dropped to the level data object, which is what is saved before you go to a minigame. I think you're running into race conditions. That's probably what it is. I mean, I really need to go back through and like organize my code a little more. Obviously, it's super messy, but that's how I do things. I like to prototype a lot, and very messy, sloppy prototyping. And then I run into issues like this. So you would think I would learn. So let's see. I need to go here because this gets called, and it's trying to set the item value to our level data object. So I'm guessing this just isn't getting saved, would be my guess, because it's saving the timeline location so that they start at the next place. Let me try that. So here I say that, and then can I what's the name of that? Don't I have a function for it? Maybe I just do save game to slot. Hang on, let me go double check that, just to make sure I'm on the right page. This thing. Do I not have it? Okay, I don't. So I just do save to object. Save game to slot. Do this, do that, and then we save this as the level name, just because easy way to remember it. So we say get current level name. Yes. Oh, that is not a pure node, so I have to plug in an executable. There we go. I don't know if that's gonna work, but we're gonna try it. We'll change up our customization a little bit here. Just sure. Add in my second character here. You're gonna be the default character this time. Okay, immediately got that. Yep. Go here so you can see what's going on. Okay, he shows up. Everything's going fine there. We go here, and then we stop again. So that one's set to false. I step into value equals false. Huh. I'm guessing here it's just being passed in as false then, right? What happens here? The 10, then have... Oh! I think I know what's going on. Alright. That's my issue. So, here, let me show you. We're gonna stop this for now. So this is the function that determines whether an item drops or not. And for testing purposes, I just had this kind of turned off. But it's just, 1 in 10 chance that item drops right now. And I have that plugged into here. Whereas down here, no, maybe I don't. Okay, so it's my fault. We're gonna unplug this for a second and just say condition true so that this always occurs. Because I'm just stepping on my own feet, apparently. That's just gonna be the basics. Just for time's sakes. Okay, so this happens again. Move this over here. Zoom. Just some twins walking down the forest. Oops, sorry. Okay, so skeleton spawns. Looking good. Okay, so now we're back here. So at this time, this current value is false. If I step into here, this value is set to false. And that shouldn't be happening. Why? Why is that happening? I think item dropped to be true there. And then it saves the game. And that game slot is loaded because the players don't start back at the beginning when the game starts. Or when the level's loaded back in, I guess. Why are you still false? Coming in to here. Why should it not be happening? This should be set to true when an item drops. And because of here, I set the chance item drop. I just disconnected it and set this to true so that it always sets this value to true. I just need this value to be passed over to my group here so that they don't keep moving when an item drops. But because not here, right? Because I've set this to true, right? It should always go out the true branch, meaning always setting this to true, which should then in turn set this value to true here, but it doesn't. Second. So the event begin plays messy. It's gross, but eventually, really, it's just setting a bunch of like the game mode, game instance. It's getting a reference to those so that I can use them in other places. Then it adds the HUD and binds events to update player health and get event drops. That is actually called here, right there, in the enemy spawn. What fires that bunch of nodes? Which one? This one? This whole thing is just event begin play. So this is when the level loads. So that happens. Go back here. So item dropped. The event dispatcher is called right here. This is when the game comes back from in the game. So it what calls the animation update for the enemies, so that it looks like they die. So you're pulling data from the save. Yes, that I believe is in the game mode, which probably shouldn't be in game mode, but I mean, I guess it doesn't matter. But so that goes here, yeah. So it looks for a save that exists with the current level name, which is Forest. If it does exist, then load that save. Otherwise, create a new save. And that's holding... do I have it here? I don't have it here. This thing. It's pulling in these three things. This one is just saying where they're at on the timeline, meaning they're following a spline track. The enemy type is just so that the same enemy that you went into the minigame looking at is the same enemy that spawns in again once you come back. And then I added this one for whether an item dropped or not. Does it look for a save before or after those delays? So it looks for a save. Let me see here. Looks for a save immediately, right? So on, where is it? Here it is. Right, on event begin play in the game mode. So this game mode is set as the game mode for the forest level. So this happens immediately. And then let's see here. I'm just trying to see why it's still false here. I gotta figure out where, because what might be happening is there's another place where the level data is being saved, and I think that's the enemy spawn here. No, not here. Where is that happening? Maybe that's in the game mode, actually. Yeah, duh. So it's loading that, yeah. And it's saying save level data. Where's this function being called is the real question. Here? Nope. Let's see, is it in... I really hope I didn't put it here. Did I put it here? Nope, I did not put it here. Alright. Where am I saving it at? Where am I saving the level data? It's not in here. Not in our game mode. I don't think. No, don't worry about this stuff. This stuff was for testing purposes with WebSockets. You doing anything on tick? No. I really try to avoid event tick at all costs. Because I know it's extremely inefficient. Well, you know what? I said I was going to stream till 8:30. We're past 8:30 now. Well, then use tick now. That's a good idea, actually. Thank you for that, Pixel. But yeah, I said I was going to stream till 8:30 today because I'm just tired. I want to go to bed. So thanks for joining. We'll pick up next Sunday. Hopefully, if I have some time this week, I'll look into this a little more so I don't have to you don't have to watch me bang my head on my desk anymore. But hopefully we'll see you next Sunday. Thanks for joining. We'll see you around.